hours than 1-3. 1-3 is
What's happening? Welcome to the Russell Hantz Show. I am your host, Russell Hantz, and Cody Thrive. You like to be called Cody Thrive? I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. That's what all my social media is. So on the internet.
So I think they finally heard our cry, Cody. We have a 2-hour episode. The next episode, I think that is because of me.
It's because of the Russell Hantz Show, man. The decision makers are watching it, and it just plays into your hands. Like they're gonna invite you to play again too, hopefully.
No, I seriously think it's because they heard a lot of people complaining about it.
It makes sense, dude. Like I think instead of if the last 2 episodes are 1 hour and 3 hour, 2 2-hour episodes is way, way better. I mean, 3 hours is a marathon for Survivor. Like
2-hour episode, that's a lot to talk about.
Or you could do back-to-back nights, like 2 nights in a row that you release footage. But this season is like it's going to be a lot of people's favorite season ever, I think, depending on how it finishes. But right now, it's good, bro.
So we have I have a new mic coming, the Shure mic, $600 mic. I got lighting. Everybody hollering about my lighting. I've lit myself up. So we're here to talk about episode 11. And right off the bat, it's funny to me how somebody gets mad. Ben is pissed off because he couldn't get rid of Jeremy. So it's funny how they get mad because I'm mad at you because I didn't get to vote you off. Like, why wouldn't they say, hey, man, you live in another day. We'll fight another day. But they get physically mad at him. And Ben, the way he's playing the game right now.
It's been being an idiot. I feel like not everyone's like that, but it's almost like you really just have to game plan before you go out there. This is how I'm going to react if this happens.
Yes.
And the way you react to not getting somebody out is not being pissed off at them. It's literally the opposite. And it just surprises me that people, because these people take it seriously and they prepare, and it's like part of your preparation should be every scenario that you can think out like that. You can think out, how am I going to react if I vote for somebody and they don't go home? And you should have your textbook reaction, and obviously Ben didn't do that. But even if you don't plan ahead, it's common sense. Like, there's no good coming from that.
No, and everybody thinks that Jeremy's going to win the game. Like, they're all like, Jeremy's going to win. Jeremy's when they tell it.
I know, bro.
And when Jeremy is stabbing he just stabbed Michelle in the back by not playing that. So now he stabbed Michelle in the back. He stabbed Denise in the back. He stabbed his window in the back.
Not Michelle. Yeah, he stabbed a lot of people in the back, and I'm surprised they don't recognize that. I was thinking about it, though, and I could see Wendell voting for him, bro, still. And I think people could forgive a lot of stuff. There's some people that he's pissed off. But Michelle, I don't think he stabbed in the back, because I think he can just give that right back to her when they, get back to camp.
I mean, maybe. He is doing what he has to do, though. He's doing what he has to do to stay alive in the game. Maybe he has. Does he give it back to her? If I was her, I would ask for it back. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, he's got to give it back to her, but it seems like it's basically a shared thing at this point for him. And that's so great that he didn't play it too, man, which he basically had to just trust Tony. I was telling Autumn when my wife, who I watched the show with, like, I have their names written down, and I look, and it's like, I thought it was going to be 5-3 easily. And it was. So I don't know. I guess everyone's so paranoid, man. But I felt like it was pretty clear cut that Kim was going 5-3 when you look at the groups.
I didn't understand what Michelle was doing by voting for Jeremy. Like, why at least she didn't throw her vote off? Like, wait, what are you doing?
Wait. Michelle voted for Jeremy today?
Yes.
Okay, who was the 5th vote on Kim? Was it Nick or Denise?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But I
think she voted for Kim, man, because I think Kim, Denise, and Nick.
100% sure Michelle voted for Jeremy.
Oh, my God.
Because when she did, I was like, what is she doing? They showed her vote. She was one of the votes they showed.
Dude, that's the dumbest thing then, man. That just shows that she's so out of touch with what's going on.
So out of touch, man. I've been
So out
saying
of
that
touch, bro.
over and
Dang.
over about Michelle. Like, what is she doing? It looks like she does not know what's going on in the game.
Crazy.
She doesn't.
The thing is, bro, it's such a shuffle and it's so unpredictable. You really don't know 100% how the votes are going to pan out. Even us, when we see all this info, they don't have any of this info. So, like, vote for who you want to go home. Don't overthink it and vote out your best ally and then give them a 50-50 advantage. Like, if Jeremy is your number one and you're giving him your advantage, then don't vote for him too. That just, it's like she's trying to play like some mastermind moves, and it's so overthought that it's just dumb.
Yeah. And it could, I know why I just don't think it was a good move. People are saying in chat she did it so it didn't look like she flipped. It is time to flip. It is time to play the game. We have just a few people left, guys, so it's a bad move. You have to play the game now.
And bro, if the votes don't make sense, they don't know who flipped on who, man. Like, I don't even know who the hell voted for who. It was a 5-3 vote. That means Nick or Denise voted for Kim, which doesn't make any sense to me. I guess Nick did. I don't know. That's crazy. I will say, though, Denise, when she had attitude with Jeremy, it was just so annoying, man. Because it's like, wow, you got the immunity necklace one night, and now you're going to be a bitch to someone. When you're going to piss them off the next week. And be honest, like, don't be disrespectful. When you have the immunity, don't be disrespectful to people that are fighting for their life. Like I don't care.
Let's get it going. Let's get the vote going. Let's just do this.
Yeah, it's like, I don't care if it takes 2 hours. If you have individual immunity, who cares if it takes 4 hours? You're chilling. Like, you are chilling that night.
Oh, I would have sat right there and I wouldn't have said a thing.
I know.
I would have been like, let them fight. And still you have Tony.
Dude, Tony, that's the second $20 donation that has came in support of Tony.
Right.
Tony's helping you get donations, bro.
Let's go. No,
I am team Tony to the max. I don't know if you're rooting for him.
Tony has the immunity around his neck, and he is the one controlling everything. We can get into the game more, guys, but this was an exciting episode. And then you have the jury say Tony is a boss. The jury.
Rob. Yeah, Rob's comment was sweet, and I mean, we're all thinking the same thing. It's awesome. But if you're Tony and you have individual immunity, are you going to play a little more low key? Would you have done it? Like, if you're Tony and you have,
no,
you're going to play hard right now too.
I would do the same thing at this point in the game. At this point in the game, you have to play. That's what we have Michelle not doing. At this point in the game, she's just going along, and because of that, she's gone. Because Kim didn't play when it's always, you have to know when it's time. Tony started playing a couple of weeks back. He knows it's time. He's rolling with it, man.
Tony's making some really good, subtle moves. And I think one of them was, I don't think he was going to use that idol tonight. I think he just wanted everyone to know, I've got an idol. What do you think? Do you think he was actually about to use that thing?
Yes. No, he was. Would be a dumb move for him not to tell everybody he has it. Now everybody knows he has it. So he was about to give it to Sarah. Now he has an idol, and he's making an immunity run like none other.
Yeah.
And he's playing the game. Tony is playing one of the best games. I used to say, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I said, when people said, Spencer came up to me one day and he said, do you think you're the best that ever played? Years later, after I have time to, because I used to say I'm the best that ever played. I said that I don't think I'm the best that ever played, but I think I had the best performance in the history of the game. Now, I have to say that this performance by Tony may be better than my performances in 19 and 20.
Dude, and especially if he keeps going with it, because he had when you factor in that he had such a massive target on his back coming into this game, because when you played, they still didn't know who you were, and that's what a lot of your haters say. But the fact that he had such a massive target, dude, and he paced himself where he didn't do anything the first half, and now he's crushing it.
I do not know what's going on. Everybody thinks Jeremy's the threat to win the game, when it's clearly Tony. Do they not know this? Do they not see
They
this?
do, bro. They do. They have to after tonight. They already wanted Tony out tonight, and then he won individual immunity. So I think they talked Jeremy up, but I think they're aware Tony's the number one threat. I think
Tony does not lose this game if he's in the final three. It is impossible.
There's no way.
He does not lose this game. He may get every single vote, which would be the most votes in the history of the game by one person.
I want it to happen so bad, but I feel like it's not going to. And I'm worried that, like...
Oh, you think they got to get rid of him.
Bro, how could... He would literally have to use immunity his whole way through. There's no way he's going to be unprotected and survive a vote. It would be very difficult for that to pop up where he got through a vote unprotected.
Look, me and Libby, a lot of you may not know this, but me and Libby do Libby Mondays, and we talk Survivor and other things. This was the question I asked her, and I'm going to ask everybody in the chat room, and I'm going to ask you. If Tony's gone, let's take Tony out the picture completely. Who wins?
Dang, bro, it's not easy to answer that. You know, I think that's your point, right?
Right. It becomes a fight to the finish line, right?
It's whoever finishes the strongest in the last two. But yeah, you're spot on, dude. Tony is a lock no matter what if he gets there.
A lot of people are saying Jeremy, but man, Jeremy
I don't know, bro.
He is they got a bitter sense, so it may be. I don't think Jeremy wins because of the bitter jury aspect. Now, Michelle is doing nothing. I hate to say that because I like Michelle as a person, but she's doing nothing. Ben, sometimes I'm like, how did Ben win this game? And somebody said Ben in the comments that Ben would win. How do you have Ben winning? You could say Denise. Denise did the depending on what she does from now on. But you had Denise that got rid of Sarah. So got rid of
when Denise was mean tonight. When Denise was mean tonight to Jeremy, I kind of see that, and I think, how many other times has she been a bitch to someone? Because you do that to me, and I don't like you. And when there's three choices, if you were mean to me like that and disrespectful, I'll just vote for someone else.
You notice how clear everything is right now?
Well, the audio and visual?
Yeah, we're not going in and out. We're not buffering.
Did you do something different? I didn't do anything different.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, what'd you do?
I got it plugged directly into my modem now.
Oh, nice. There you go. There you go.
And I called Suddenlink and made them updo my whatever they do.
Yeah, your location, you're not in the middle of the city, so you probably got to do something extra.
Okay, so we have Tony. This is all for visual, guys. When you see Tony making his spy nest, this is all for visual. Tony buries himself, they show it. Tony hides, they show it. It's all production. We didn't see nothing come of it, and I don't think you will. So, yeah, it's just all fun and games. We had that happen. Kim, she goes after Tony, right? Tony wins. Every time Kim goes after someone, every time she goes after someone, it just doesn't work out for her. This is 4 in a row that she goes after, and it didn't work out for her. Who did she go after? Who was she voting for?
Bro, well, Jeremy tonight. I can't remember specifically who she went after the last couple weeks.
You see, now that's what and we're going to go back and forth with this episode because we kind of have to, because of what happens at Tribal Council. Now, right. Tribal Council, I'm done with that. And I'm almost like Denise. Let's just vote, guys. Because everything changes, and then that's when it comes confusing for everyone watching. Because I'm trying to follow it. The jury's even trying to follow it. There's it's okay. There's Sarah. There's Tony. There's Tony and Jeremy and Nick. And
honestly, though, dude, I'm very surprised that it hasn't gotten to this sooner. And I know it happens here and there in seasons, especially from 30 on, that little era. From 30 to 40, but I'm surprised because now it's to the point where it's almost like this is how it's going to be every time. And if you think about it, it's to the point where when you have enough competitors out there, it's basically the last plan that's kind of solidified. So the best time to do that is at tribal, not before tribal, but right 5 minutes before you vote.
And I know they do that. They run out there and they do their little thing, and everybody has a plan, and then the plan changes. But man, nobody knows what's going on at tribal council. Everybody changes their plan, or I don't think it really changed. I think it was just a lot of hectic, and then it confuses everybody watching. When does it come time for Jeff to say that's it?
Well, no production could easily throw in a rule, but it's kind of tough to officiate that because then the seating matters a lot more if they can't get up.
And
yeah, I mean, it's tough.
Dude, Kim, I've always said Kim was a great player. I say it time and time again. Yeah, she's making the wrong choices. She's choosing the wrong people. She's not getting it done, but man, she is not giving up. She sure fought to the very end, like Adam, and she was like getting up, trying to find out what's going on. Everybody's lying. And I appreciate the gameplay out of Kim. I appreciate her trying her best to stay in this game and to do whatever she can do to move forward. I think she just started too late.
Yeah, because and honestly, man, the way the grouping was, the first responders plus Michelle, and I know Michelle didn't vote with them, but that's pretty solid 5. I mean, nothing's rock solid here, but that's pretty good group. The firefighters, cops, and army guy. But also, like, even though Kim went home, she went home probably because she was the one trying to take out Jeremy and she was trying to do something. That to me is better than just sitting there doing nothing. Like Denise and Michelle, I feel like are just there and they're playing like a second and third place game. Which What's the point, man? I mean, unless they think like there'll be 2 people up there and they'll be an undeserving winner. Because I mean, there are undeserving winners that get to the end. So I guess that's just the route they're trying to take. But
Adam is funny. My son even laughs at Adam. But yeah, so let's talk about EOE since we're talking about Adam. What are they doing, man? First of all, they did the challenge
they're trying
already.
To kill those people, bro, for two tokens.
They did the challenge up and down. I loved it. I was raving about it. Same challenge, basically, without going up and down. But what are they doing with Rob? Like, oh, I broke my elbow, but I'm going to keep moving.
Yeah.
Come on,
man.
Well,
he cut his elbow open and he's bleeding. That should not affect his ability to run at all.
It was like, what are they doing? First of all, I'm not buying the cracked elbow thing, or he would be out the game pretty soon because it would swell up on him. He'd have to go. And it was just, I don't know. I think that was too much. They were complaining about the other one being too much, them going up and down. When they did the first challenge collecting the wood.
This one was pretty dangerous, dude.
I thought that one was too much and super dangerous.
Super dangerous, bro.
And
it was for 2 tokens.
Rob's supposed to be great at immunity challenges, and he can't finish in the top 5.
Yeah, top 6. It was top 6, dude.
You sent me a text. What'd you say? The end of.
That's the end of Rob. The cracked elbow. That's the last we'll see of him. Because I thought he was gonna like try to say, "Oh, I gotta be pulled from the game because I'm bleeding too much," but that was just his excuse for losing that. Okay, so that's
exactly what it was. By the way, that was an excuse for him losing that. That's what that was.
It was almost like he bled from his elbow a little, and then after he lost, he's like, "All right, in interviews, I'll just hype that up."
That's a great idea. Big Bob gave us a great idea.
I was thinking, man, when they. Sorry. Yeah, that's a great. I was thinking when they announced that, I was like, all right, these people, half of them aren't even going to try, but they kept trying. Okay, one last thing. Rob finishing it, even after it's over, dumbest thing ever. I hate that type of crap, man.
It actually is kind of dumb, only because you need to save your energy, and you surely don't need to get hurt.
Duh.
At this point,
dude.
I know the honor. And I was giving it up for Ethan when he finished and stuff like that. But it comes a point in time where you do have to be like smarter.
And as soon as you realize you're not top six, like if you're in eighth or ninth place, just freaking stop. Like literally stop to conserve energy because there's a battle back competition coming, and that's the most important competition. But
Yeah. So we have them scrambling looking for idols, and Ben finds the idol, and
yeah,
Tony's standing right there by him, and he tries to hide it immediately. Tony's like, "I'm right here." But what's so funny about that is when Tony, he almost uses a Jedi mind trick on him. Like he's like, "Man, no, that was before. This is now. I don't trust you. Now. You don't trust me or something, man. You're trying to hide the idol from me." He's like, "Well, you did it to me. You did it to me." And he's like, "Well, that was then. This is now."
dude.
Like it's like he uses a Jedi mind trick and like, "Oh, you right, Tony. You my boy. You my boy. I shouldn't have tried to hide it from you."
Dude, it's so weird, but it actually worked because Ben ran and and looked out for Tony. It's so crazy because when Ben hears their vote, they wanted to vote out Tony. What benefit really does it give him to go tell Tony, "Hey, everyone was saying your name, by the way"? Like, because he's unprotected. Ben was unprotected, so Ben almost got himself in trouble. I mean, he didn't, but he easily could have there, and then had to burn his idol. But that worked, bro. Like Tony just celebrating with him. Ben's probably
Yeah.
not the most advanced game player, but he did manipulate Ben successfully.
Yeah, and I was, he's still in the game. I guess you got to give him props, but Michelle's still in the game too.
Oh, dude.
So I don't know. At this point, you definitely bring Michelle to the end. At this point, you have to. But as I'm watching it, I think Ben's playing the worst game. Now, the individual immunity challenge. The individual immunity challenge, man. Tony wins 3 in a row. He's a beast.
I was so happy. Were you happy when he won? Because I was pumped. I was like,
well, I wanted there to be a fight. I wanted Kim to win, but she quit when she could. Kim she's an immunity challenge beast, man. She won like 4 in a row on her season. So I didn't understand why she walked away.
Did it look like she was about to lose anyway, or did she literally quit for the food?
I think she just quit for the food.
It's unbelievable, dude. It's $2 million. Like, what are you thinking, dude? And the food is so temporary. Even if you eat it, you'll be starving 30 minutes later. What I didn't like was Jeff said, you can eat this food until the challenge is over. Well, they all quit, and the challenge was over before they even got the food out of Jeff's hands. And Jeff almost went to pull it away, then he just let him have it. And I was like, no, dude, if you tell them they get to eat till it's over and they all quit and it's over, then they don't get to eat the food, man. That's what you just said. So it's like, all right, Jeff, when you say something, do you mean it, or do you maybe mean it, maybe not? Because that's confusing.
That's a good point. That's actually a good point, because I guarantee you he gave them time to sit there and eat.
Oh, yeah, because if he didn't, then technically none of them got the food in their hands until after both the male and the female immunity winner were already – it was already over. So it was weird to me.
That's an expensive-ass jar of peanut butter.
I wanted them to pull it back because it would have been funny, because it's like, oh, y'all quit to eat this until it's over. Well, it's over now, you idiots.
That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for them to pull it back.
It's an awkward position because, like, if you had already quit before that, you can't really call it out because then you'll piss off, like, the 4 people that just quit to eat. But it's like, come on, bro. That's not what you said.
They all quit in a row. Everybody at the same time. Michelle, Nick, but at least Nick gets a fire token.
It's not worth giving up immunity, though.
No, bro. I know that, but at least at least. I mean, there comes a point in time where you're like, I've done that challenge, and there's no way I could have done it.
Yeah, it's like when you're changing, like, not necessarily a light bulb, but like whenever you're screwing something into the ceiling and you're holding a tool up.
Well, it's easy to see. It's easy to any of you think that it's an easy challenge. Sit there in the middle of your living room, raise your arm.
Yeah, bro.
And time it and stand flat on the surface. And then like they did it first when Parvati did it for 6 hours. and see if you can do half her time.
6 hours? Holy shit.
6 hours. She kept her hand in the air. There's
Dude,
no
that's
need.
unbelievable.
I don't know why they keep making it harder and harder to do, because it's already an impressive challenge, and we want to see them go for longer. I'd love to see them sit there for 7, 8 hours. We want to see that.
I think they run.
Today's another bad day for you.
No, bro, no. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. But it's interesting because, like, think of the season 1 final immunity challenge where all they had to do is keep their hand on that thing. Like, Imagine if they did that again now. It would take like 4 days, bro. Like, it would take like 4 days for somebody to take their hand off.
But they should give it.
That'd be cool.
They should do it.
That'd be cool, man.
Put the lights out there and get ready.
Yeah,
they should do
lighting.
it.
It'd be sick. I mean, really, it would probably take 1 or 2 days. I mean, it might take like 36 hours, but eventually someone will lose their mind and, I don't know, they'll quit or collapse.
What did they do with Jeff, though? I mean, he can't stand there for 2 days, man.
He probably could, dude. He could get some Adderall and it'd be.
Well, no, they could easily do a challenge, and Jeff would say, I know this challenge is going to take over 24 hours. So
I'll be back.
See ya. I'll be back.
I'll be back in 12 hours. If y'all quit before then, just leave. We'll fly you home. Just leave.
Just leave. But did you
Honestly,
notice when
you could?
Yeah, you could. I think they should. I think they should put lights up and they should let them fight it.
Like,
for
I
days.
think Jeff. Honestly, dude, if that's happening, Jeff would be fine staying awake. We've all pulled an all-nighter, and he could pull an all-nighter, and he would want to, because you wouldn't want to take your eyes off of it. Because it's like, if you watch this for 12 hours, you don't want to watch the one moment that someone quits. So I think he'd be hooked. Hopefully he wouldn't commentate the whole time, though. Hopefully he'd shut up.
What they try to do, they try to make the challenge harder and harder because it goes longer and longer, and they want to finish. They want to make them finish. We like it when they go longer, though.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
True. Yeah, true. And it's a sacrifice for all the production, man. Because, like, think if you're a cameraman, I mean, hopefully you have a tripod to just set it on. But everyone's out there just sitting bored out of their minds.
And with Sophie's idol, this is a good question here. I thought that she would have got to keep the idol because she went in. The game ain't over, right? I would have been complaining to him. I'll be like, what do you mean I got to give the idol back? It's not over yet. I can get back into this game. So I guess because she gets voted off to the next stage of the game, it gets back into the game, and that's when Ben finds it.
That makes sense.
I guess
that tells us that that they're not taking advantages to extinction, which would have been, maybe they did explain it, we just didn't notice because it's hard to pay attention to every tiny detail.
Here's a record for you. Sophie just got a record. She's the first person to ever tell me if I'm wrong, you super fans. Sophie is the first person to ever get voted out with an idol in her pocket and didn't get to keep it. She's the first person that didn't get to keep an idol. Usually, if you get voted off, you get to keep the idol.
So, do they let people take them home?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you get voted out with it, it's yours.
That's cool. You definitely probably don't even want it, though. I mean, jeez.
Oh, I'm wrong. Must be wrong. Wentworth didn't get to keep hers? I don't know. But anyway, so when Ben finds the idol, I noticed the fear or the nervousness on Tony's in his eyes. He's starting to get super paranoid. And I think that's interesting because he's so paranoid. He's safe at tribal council and he's still trying to work it. When you have Denise over there safe at tribal council and not doing a dang thing.
She wouldn't even do anything if she wasn't safe, man. That's just how she's playing.
Well, she did something to get rid of.
That's all she's done. And the thing is, that was almost a borderline unnecessary move for her. She just did it just to brag about it.
Right. What do you think about Jeremy keeping that? Do you think that's going to backfire, him not using the 50-50? It looked like Michelle was not happy about that because now,
dude, Michelle voted for him. She was so out of the loop. It's insane. So she votes for him, and then she's like, wait, you're not playing that? She's thinking he's going to go home with her advantage in his pocket. He'll be cool if he gives it back to her. It will be a non-issue, and it'll actually be a great thing. But it really fascinates me that Michelle voted for Jeremy. That blows my mind, man.
and it's going to be super interesting to see when Jeremy gets back and they say, Jeremy gets back and Denise is back, and they're like, oh, what now?
Yeah. I hope he takes her out. I'm rooting for Jeremy pretty hard too. I mean, I know I probably was pretty negative towards him after he bailed out on his team and Tyson went home, which sucked. But I'm rooting for Tony and then Jeremy second. And then the third person's way beneath them.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of different comments, and they think that Jeremy's played an amazing game.
I don't know, man.
I just don't think if he gets to the end, I don't see it. I don't think if he gets to the end that he wins.
He's not playing the worst game, he does some stuff right and some stuff wrong, and you can't fault him for everything because we see so many conversations he doesn't, right? But I really, really think he should not have left in that one immunity when it was final 10, 5 versus 5. But we'll see if people forgive him.
What do you think about Sarah's game right now? What is she doing?
I've said
she's hanging on to Tony.
I've said I root against her, and I'm not a fan of hers, but she's playing well. If I was in her shoes, I would probably be doing similar things to what she's doing because she's playing a good game. As long as she's got to do some big moves, right? Last couple, but for her, if I'm her, I'm thinking, all right, Tony's kind of like my shield. She doesn't want to get to the final 3 with Tony, obviously, but she can win the game easily by turning on Tony, taking him out, and then going with 2 other people and then taking the credit. Hey, I turned on Tony, and the reason I did it was not because I hate him, but because no one has any chance against him, and then she takes credit for that.
Yeah, if whoever takes out Tony, that's their move.
That's a good that goes at the top of the resume when you're writing your resume.
So it can be anything can happen at this point. If you take out Tony, if Michelle takes out Tony, then immediately she becomes a threat to win. Whoever makes that move probably wins this game.
Maybe Denise can pull it off with
if Sarah made that move, then immediately she becomes a huge threat and she could win the game.
Again. I think Denise does it. She took out the queen.
Oh yeah,
and then she takes out the king. What do you think? What do you think about Tony being the king of Survivor now, man?
I think Tony's the Godfather.
Yeah, dude. He's something, bro. He's up there in the power rankings of all time.
Tony is definitely a legend of the game at this point. Who this season has become a legend? Who this season gets in that legendary status? Does Michelle?
The thing is, no, obviously not.
But
the thing is, these people that are I think you could say it depends on how they finish, but really, I feel like a lot of them were already legends to begin with. If you consider a legends cast, which would be 10 dudes and 10 chicks, right?
Mm-hmm.
A few of these people are already top 10, I think.
Do you think so? I don't know about that.
Tony has redeemed himself big time, so he would be somebody that is no doubt now. And before the season, you really couldn't say that because he had such a bad performance on Game Changers. And then Ben, this is his second time playing, right? So I mean,
Ben, yeah, this is only his
he
second. No way,
won.
Ben, man.
He won,
You know
and
what?
then he's in the final 7 in an all-winter season. It's tough.
I think that I'm going to have to agree with Jeremy. I'm going to have to agree with, even though I'm not agreeing with Jeremy's gameplay, obviously they think he's doing something right because everybody thinks Jeremy is going to win the game. You know?
Well, yeah, and Jeremy's had impressive performances before this too, man. And to play 3 times and play multiple times and do well, and every time you're playing is really impressive. That's hard to do, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Now the edge of extinction, is it pointless at this point?
Well,
I mean, are we wasting our time with the edge when we have so much going on?
I mean, kind of, yeah, man. Like, really, the only time I need to see that is in the competition when they're returning to the game. Like, honestly, with the edge, I would have no problem if they fed them 1 meal a day. So they're getting like 600 calories or something, or 700, something small, right? Where they're not dying. I actually feel like they look like they're dying. Like, they look like they have it so bad there.
Look at, what's their name? I forgot her name already.
Danny, right?
Danny.
Yeah,
she looks like I'm watching it with my son, and he's like, golly.
I know, bro. I mean, like, honestly, sometimes people hate, like, oh, they hook them up. Like, I really don't care if they give them like 600 to 1,000 calories where they're still hungry and they're still losing weight, but at least they're not like dying, because that's a long time to be sitting there doing literally nothing. I mean, they have nothing exciting to look forward to.
It's real. Even Rob's losing weight out there. He's still got some hanging over him, but he's
pretty small compared to what he started. He was huge when he started, man. He's huge. So he's lost a ton.
I'm liking it, man. I think that Tony is the boss, and it is going to be tough. If anybody wants to win this game, Sarah and Tony look like they're pretty close. He wants to give her an idol. He promised. I guess he promised her he's going to take her to the end, right? Because he's giving up an idol.
I mean, they're definitely telling each other final 2. Because even if you stab someone in the back that you're working with like this, you don't do it till the last minute. It's not like they're going to turn on each other when there's 8 people left. This comment's pretty good too. The $5 donation.
Now, he is
a great point.
He is, but is he going to get in trouble for backstabbing people? Although feelings of people going to be, if he's at, sitting on the jury, does he still win?
The thing is, man, like, if I'm on the jury, I probably am more bitter about people being like just disrespectful for no reason, like we saw Denise tonight, and we've seen Ben do multiple times throughout the season, where it's like when he's in control, he's just grumpy and mean to people. And that would bother me more than getting strategically blindsided, where it's like, okay, that was a strategy move. It wasn't like he was just being disrespectful and mean. So I think he could beat Ben as far as like people being bitter and not liking people. I think there's a lot of people that don't like Ben that would be on the jury.
I don't think they're looking at that at this point. It's like they're so paranoid. I think that Tony's going to get rid of Sarah pretty soon. I mean, he has to. Dang. If he gets rid of Sarah, then that's going to be another notch on his belt, because people are going to be like, "Hey, he's doing it.
He's a monster. He's a monster." So honestly though, dude, when he asked Sarah how she felt, if Sarah said, "I need that idol," he was definitely going to play it. But I like to think that he was never going to play it, and he was just letting people know.
Because Cody, why would he let people know that? What move? You mean let the jury know? But what?
No. I mean, let the people know he's got an idol.
Tell me how that helps him.
Because they're going to try to take him out next time he doesn't win individual immunity. And when you know someone has an idol,
you're overthinking it.
Tony did that to win when he won his first season. he showed them he had an idol, and they
He was
literally
about
didn't
to
vote.
play that idol, dude. He was about to give that to her.
Yeah. He was. But I like to think he wasn't because I feel like it would have been awesome, an awesome way of showing them that he has an idol.
Yeah,
In a way that wasn't like as cocky as busting it out and flashing it.
No, if he's making a move like that, and then he says, "I'm gonna act like I'm giving it to him, but not just for that's an effective move. That could be a good move." But he was giving it to her.
He was, yeah, because he asked. I think he asked like two. Well, he talked to Jeremy too. So I don't know if they're super close. If they're super close, which they could be.
It looks like it.
He could share with her that he has an idol. They laugh about it. They get excited, and he's like, "Hey, I think it would help our game if they knew I had an idol." Because if they know he has an idol and they haven't seen him hold on to his idol, in other words, they think the next time he gets a chance to play his idol, he's going to play it, which I think he would. Like, he would have every reason to. Then it's almost like you assume he's going to play his idol, and then you're like, all right, we're going to have to wait till next week to get him out. And then he holds it, and then it's tough to read what he does the second time he doesn't have individual immunity.
Yeah. And this is another thing. Why didn't Michelle sell it? Why is she just giving away stuff?
She's close to Jeremy, dude. He's like family out there for her.
But it seems like we have two couples like that. We have Michelle and Jeremy, and we have Tony and Sarah.
And the thing is, bro, there's 7 people left. So those 4 would have the majority if they could get together, and it's possible. Everyone talks to everyone right now.
Yeah, Jeremy's getting the respect. He's getting the respect from the viewers. But I don't think he would win the game. I just don't. I don't think if he ended up in the end, I don't think he would win because, well, I guess it depends if he's the only one there with. If he's there with Ben and Michelle,
or Denise and Michelle, man.
But Denise got rid of the queen.
That's not a big deal, bro. I really don't think
not a big deal.
That is a big deal.
You're right. It's not a big deal. It isn't. At this point, it's not. At this point, it's a mute deal because everybody's like, so what? I mean, she's a quitter. She quit the game. We don't care. Go get a T-shirt, by the way. No, guys. Go to Teespring and get you a shirt. Russell and Show.
But seriously, like, the way Denise took out Sandra was almost like, I feel like she only did it just because she wanted some Twitter reaction the night that episode aired. And it's like, Sandra was she was giving you all she had with her advantage when you could last use it. Like, she could have worked with Sandra and just used that on herself. But Denise is not a good game player, man. And the way she talked to Jeremy, I hope it bites her. I hope it bites her next week, man. That'd be beautiful if it did.
If Denise goes, it's like, so what? I want to see something exciting go down.
Well, I mean, I want to see the exciting players in the end, bro. Like, we can't just have – because if all the exciting players go, then we're going to have a Final Four. Think if you had a Final Four with, like, Michelle, Denise, Sarah, and Nick. I wouldn't want that Final Four.
You wouldn't? You don't like that?
No, man. No. I want Jeremy, Tony, and whoever.
If Jeremy and Tony's not in the Final 3, or one of them, then it's like
one of them. And the thing is,
I'm afraid
not even.
I'm afraid that Michelle's going to make the Final 3.
Oh yeah, I think she's going to take a slot, and that gives us 2 slots. And if
we need another view, okay, there you go. We just had 666 viewers. I was like, somebody either leave or come on.
It's not that big of a deal. Come on.
So, yeah. So I think she takes a slot. Why wouldn't she? At this point, why wouldn't you bring her to the end? She's clueless.
Bro, why wouldn't you bring Denise to the end too?
Because Denise made one move. Denise made one move that she can.
Yeah.
She has something in her resume.
The other thing is, dude, like the way it is, if somebody's name like if there's two people's name getting thrown out and one can save themselves with an advantage and one can flip a vote, like think about Jeremy tonight. If Jeremy saw a way to save himself by voting out Denise, he would have voted out Denise. So there's ways that these scrubs can go home.
And this is something that I was about to talk to. I just wrote his name down so I don't forget it because we haven't talked about it much. Neither are they in the game. Everybody was going after Nick early in the season. Nick and Adam, Nick and Adam, Nick and Adam.
Chilling.
Now all of a sudden he's like, "What's happened? I'm just sitting here. What do you want? What do you want me to do?"
He quit the immunity challenge, and it doesn't even matter. He's just chilling, dude.
So do you think if Kim quit that challenge, I'm going to go back to that for a second. If Kim quit that challenge and she just for the peanut butter and she actually could have went longer, I don't get it. She doesn't play like that. Like, she's a good player. And now she's looking like trash.
It's weird to me that anybody, that's just how it is though, dude. It blows my mind the decisions a lot of people make in life. And like, these are people that have felt the feeling of eating a feast because they've all been on a reward.
I mean, Kim Kardashian wouldn't pay $2 million for a jar of peanut butter.
The thing is, when you've played Survivor before, you realize that when you're starving and you get to stuff your face, the starving comes right back 15 minutes after you're done eating. So it's not like that little plate that Jeff brought out is curing their hunger for 3 days. Like, they're going to be starving 30 minutes after they eat it. So how is that even tempting you if you think you can win?
I mean, when you're in trouble like that, how could she not think she wasn't in trouble? She knows she's in trouble. She has to know she's in trouble. So she has to win. And I don't even like the fact that they split it up like that. I don't like that they said, okay, guys and girls. It's too late. It's too late in the game to do that. Why didn't they just let them fight for it?
The way it played out, it looked like there was no advantage for males or females. But I was thinking at first, because I think females can hold their arms up like significantly longer is why they maybe did that one. But if you're going to split it up like that with two, do it at final 12 or final 10, I guess. Because that is a lot of protection out there between all the advantages and two individual immunity necklaces.
Yeah, usually you see that happen right when they merge. They say, okay, this one's for the guys, this one's for the girls. We see it
makes
happening.
you wonder.
But all of a sudden, it's like, all right in the middle of the game, at the end of the game, we're going to save a girl and save a guy. Usually it's the beginning, and then they take it away, and they say, okay, everybody's on your own. And that is more viewed. I mean, it's easier for a girl to win that challenge. Denise beats Tony in that challenge. If she stays, Denise beats Tony. She looked super comfortable. Tony doesn't win that challenge. Man, Tony winning 3 in a row shows me I don't think Tony is a challenge beast. I think it's just the people he's playing against.
And what I liked about his win tonight, man, is you could see it and you could feel it. And if you're a true competitor, you can see it. Like, he wanted it more. And it's awesome to see that, man, because like you're the same way I am, where we know, like, if we were in their shoes, we wouldn't be quitting for any food. And to see someone like Tony, he wouldn't be tempted by anything, bro. All he wanted was that necklace. That's all he wanted was that necklace. And it's cool to see that.
Yeah, he looked good.
He'll do, if it comes down to who wants it more, he's going to beat anyone. And that's awesome.
So I think that we're going to have a 2-hour episode because next week, I think we see somebody come back into the game. You agree?
I mean, they better come soon, man, because you can't slip them in when there's 4 people left, especially considering a lot of these people went home super early, like Natalie.
Yeah. What happens? And Natalie's killing it, though, man.
What happens?
What does she have? 10 tokens?
Dude, what happens if she comes back? Like, it's crazy. And Jeremy dude, her and Jeremy were super close. Shit.
And it goes back to one of that was a Patreon that asked that question about, is it a mute point at this point with EOE? Now, what is, Natalie's going to get 10 tokens. What is she going to do with all these tokens? Like, she keeps winning everything. She has all these tokens. She gets back into the game. What good did that do us at this point? Now, I like the trading off things. I thought that was pretty cool. But I don't know, man. Are you enjoying the edge? Let's ask the fans. Guys, we have 636 people on here. We need everybody to answer this question. Do you like it? Yes. Or do you not like it? No. You want to get rid of it? Don't like it, or you like it? Let's see what
okay.
Yes.
Dude, I really like it, but I don't want to like influence them. Hopefully I'm not, but either way, but I like it a lot, dude.
We get more yeses and nos, but you're right. We don't want to influence it because we are the reason they're doing a 2-hour episode. We're going to make that clear.
I mean, dude, this season, not a lot to complain about.
Oh, yes.
It really is a good season. Like,
I think we're getting more yeses than nos.
You got to, man, because like, especially considering like if your favorite player is like Tyson or something or Boston Rob, like the Boston Rob fans still have hope.
And Tyson, he's just like, I'm out. And nobody's like, you quitter. I'm not going to call someone like I've been calling Sandra a quitter because she quit. I'm not going to call someone a quitter if they're trying to save their energy.
Yeah, that's what I said. If you're not in top 7, like if you're in 8th or 9th place, you got to quit because you're just wasting energy and you're going to need that energy in a couple days.
Yeah, and that energy, and like your girl, Danny, she don't need to lose any more poundage, man.
She needs to get some tokens and buy a couple jars of peanut butter.
That's exactly what she needs.
And the thing is, like, when Tyson bought the peanut butter, it was like, what is he doing? You know, it gives you an advantage. But now it's to the point where, like, peanut butter is huge for them. I mean, they're starving so badly. It's like that peanut butter would be huge to eat a whole jar of peanut butter if you eat it, like, within 48 hours of the competition.
Yes. Oh, no, it is. But, well, Kim got a jar.
Imagine if you ate 2 or 3 jars, dude. That'd be huge.
Well, Kim got a jar of peanut butter, man.
Did she buy one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It cost her $2 million.
Oh, you're talking about the dang thing, dude. I didn't see what you did there. My bad. Yeah, well, so there's peanut butter. Is peanut butter and cookies?
Peanut butter.
And he should have pulled that thing back, bro. He should have pulled it back and been like, hey, competition's over.
No, that's what he said. You're right. They should have.
He almost did, like,
oh, that's it.
Dude, what's crazy?
It's over.
What's crazy is there was a point, I don't know if it was Kim or who it was one of the girls. She was like trying to grab off of the plate and he was pulling it away. Like he was about to pull it.
I saw it looked like, yes.
And then he just said, he almost was like gonna like slap her hand away, like, no, you didn't get it. Ah, that would have been savage, dude.
All they had to do was just grab a handful.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to just take it out their hand.
Oh, dude, imagine if they – because when Nick quit, it was like he was the last person to quit. It was like, okay, he shouldn't get any at that point, but he did. Bastard.
Nick, yeah, I think they should have did that same thing. Take it back. No, Nick ain't doing much of anything either. But he hasn't ever, though, really.
And the thing is, like, they can still win. As long as Tony's not there, it's pretty open. Yeah. It's basically whoever leaves the last impression on the jury. If you do something great, like if Sarah turns on Tony, it's crazy because Sarah has a really clear path to victory, I feel like. And if she can somehow justify taking Tony out and play it as and it's not personal, it's just game, I think a lot of people will respect it and she'll get a lot of votes because she hasn't disrespected
Oh.
anyone or stabbed anyone in the back at all.
Whoever is the mastermind to get rid of Tony wins this game. If that doesn't happen, Tony wins. And
how
Tony
big-
will be considered the best of all time. It won't even be close.
Oh, yeah.
Tony will be considered the best of all time. And by the way, we have a new school shirt that Tony is going to be wearing pretty soon. And you can check out the same shirt on the YouTube, under my YouTube videos. They got the same shirts down there. Tony's going to be wearing one. Michelle's going to be wearing one. Adam's going to be wearing one.
Oh, shoot.
Kelly.
Dang, bro.
Yeah. Hopefully
Tony,
they wear it during the live show.
All I needed to hear is Tony's wearing it, and I'm sold.
New school shirts. It's a new school, baby. They're taking them out. This is a new school game. That's what it is. We're watching the new school game of Survivor. It's taking control. No more old school players. Old school. When you think in your mind and you think of an old school player, you think of what you're seeing right now of Edge of Extinction. I mean, of EOE. You're seeing the old school players giving it their all to finish that challenge when it means nothing. That's what you see in the old school players. The new school players, you see Adam. I ain't wasting my energy on finishing this challenge.
Smart. They're smarter, man. They think logically. The new school.
I know people consider me old school because of math, but I consider myself new school because of the way I play.
You created the new school, is what you're saying.
Go check out the new school shirts or the Russell Hantz shirts underneath my YouTube channel. You can see it right there. What do you call that, Cody, when you see it?
Right below the screen on the Teespring banner. I don't know, banner.
And if you want to become a patron, check the link underneath in the descriptions on all my videos. And you can become a patron, and I will be live with the patrons in about 10 minutes because I do a show with them as well. And we're really intertwined with each other. I got them in all my books. You can check out whatever level you want, become a patron, and you can contact me personally and we can talk and discuss
Survivor and other things.
How you're going to play Survivor and win. We discuss on me getting you on the game of Survivor, and because I do have contacts, I ain't gonna lie. Easier to get on Survivor if you know one, because I've had production tell me we get tons of people that say, "Oh, this person would be good for Survivor." Send their video, help with their video, send it in. That happens all the time. So
we need to get a Patreon in there, man. And imagine how hard you'd be rooting for them.
The new school shirts, it ain't going to nobody. There's no fund raising. There's none of that going on. It is 100% going to the Russell Hantz show. So if you want to support the Russell Hantz show, then you buy the shirt. There's no fun going to anyone else but me.
So it's kind of like Rupert, but you're being upfront about it.
Yeah, I'm not doing the Rupert's Kids and putting it in my back ass pocket. I'm telling you exactly, it's going in my pocket, and I ain't gonna lie to you about it.
Dude,
it's going to the show. I have a new mic, $600 coming.
We gotta do giveaways soon, bro. We gotta do giveaways, man. That's where it's at.
We can give away some shirts. We can give away some autographs. Oh, I have an autograph coming. I've ordered 50 of them. My buddy took the picture. It's an autograph of me, Willie. He's going to say Willie from Big Brother, Russell Survivor, Brandon from Survivor, his seasons, and Sean from Flipped Off. The only shirt, the only picture like this ever. It's the only time we've ever took a picture together, and it's all signed. That's going to be a giveaway pretty soon, but
hey,
get that too.
I gotta tell people, Flipped Off is a really entertaining show. It's probably my favorite real estate reality TV show. It's hilarious, dude.
I cannot believe we didn't get picked up because it was a political thing.
Dude, when I started watching it, I was like, man, how did I not know about this? Because you told me about it. I didn't even know you had a show flipping houses. And it's
like
good.
Yeah, what that was.
That show's entertaining as hell.
No, it was good, man. I can't believe. Can't afford to be a patron. It's $5. $5 is the lowest.
Come on. $5. Come on.
So I'm about to be live in the Patreon room. And like I said, about a couple of minutes, we're about to let you guys go. We appreciate you guys watching. Go get you a T-shirt. Get the new school shirts before the survivors get it. You're going to see a lot of promotion going with the new school shirts. Kind of a parody of the old school shirts, the exact same symbol, but it's new school. And whether you say I know everybody's like, you old school. No, I play new school survivor. That's how I play. I'm old school mathematically. I'm new school when it comes to playing. So if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. We have over 25,000 subscribers at this point. We're kicking it. And if you like this type of video, like it. And I know you can afford $5. And $5, you get to watch me go live.
Hey, if you can't afford it, just hit the subscribe button at least. Hitting the subscribe button is free.
Yes, that's free. And hitting that like button is also free. I was watching before we go, I was watching the 100,000 subscriber mark when they're crying when they get their silver button.
That's going to be you.
That's going to be me, dog. That's going to be me.
Not if Big Brother gets canceled. You need Big Brother.
I need Big Brother. Well, it's not going to be canceled forever, but
yeah, true.
Faster, I need Big Brother.
You can rewatch.
This on Big Brother. We're doing it with Autumn's doing it with us, right? Big Brother.
Probably, yeah. She'll get into it, yeah, because she just quit her job too, bro.
She's
retired.
She's retired. She's
done working for the man.
We just sent Blue Chew a commercial, by the way. You seen the commercial?
It was good. I was impressed. I was impressed.
All right, guys. Well, appreciate it. Going live on the Patreon page right now. Hit that subscribe button. It is free. Thanks for watching, and see you next week. Tomorrow I'll be doing my Q&A and my players' performance. I wonder who's going to get the Russell Crown this week. I wonder. I'm getting sick and tired. I'm giving it to the same person.
Tony.
All right, guys. Later.